Hello, Joy family. Good morning. Happy Monday. Welcome to the Joyful House and welcome to my playground number 21 for the week of October the 20th through the 26th. Whew, I remembered it all. Yay. Hope everyone had a great week last week and a wonderful, wonderful weekend. So let's wrap up last week, the week of October 13th through the 19th here in the Joyful House. Let's see. Well, we had a great week. I got to do a lot more crocheting. That made it a fantastic week because that is my happy place. But let's see, Tuesday, I got an unexpected visit from my son, Jonathan, and I have some pictures to share with you of that. So let's just stop a moment and take a look at that moment of chasing our fun here in the Joyful House. And what an unexpected delight. And of course, my grand dog Holly was also here. So got a very, very short clip of her and Sadie playing together and excited to see one another. So, yeah, here we go. Enjoy.
They're so excited. What are they doing in the corner?
On the porch.
Oh, on the porch.
Yeah.
They're so happy to see each other. Hello.
Oh yeah,
I hope you enjoyed that as much as we enjoyed our time with Jonathan and Holly. And then Friday, Mr. Joyful and I went to my endocrinologist appointment and it went very well, made lots of progress, not as much as we had hoped, but A1C is down from 12.1 to 10.6, so making baby steps. I do go back in 6 weeks and then I go back in 3 months, so hoping to see more progress. Swelling, that extra fluid is finally coming down. So grateful for all of those changes happening. Still taking it easy, with the heart right now. But the only real big change that came from that, everything is staying the same. I am going to continue at this moment to continue taking insulin 4 times a day. But she did go ahead and put me on the Mounjaro. So we're going to see what that does. So I'm hoping that when I go back in 3 months, that when we do the A1C again at that time, that there will be a drastic change, that we can start doing some moderation with the insulin and the Mounjaro. So anyway, stay tuned. I know I am. God is in control, right? Amen. Every day. In 6 weeks, I am going back for them to just kind of dig a little bit deeper into everything that is going on and just kind of really see if we can't come up with a course of action as far as like a timeline that we want to see things progressing and happening. So we'll see how that goes. And then let's see, Friday night we had movie night and Mr. Joyful and I had a blast. And then when movie night was over, Mr. Joyful and I had kind of a midnight date. And that was a lot of fun. We didn't roll into bed until about almost 3:30 in the morning. But oh my gosh, we had some fun, just having some downtime. Getting ready for his mom to come home, which should be Friday, October the 31st. So that was some good news we got this week. Not really sure what life is going to look like when that happens. We're hoping for the best, but right now they're saying she still needs a lot of one-on-one guidance. So not really sure, what that exactly means. And I don't think we'll really know until she gets here and we kind of see where she's at and how she navigates, being back in this familiar environment. She may do a lot better here than she did there. So, we're hoping for the best. We still do not know anything about Todd's job. We don't know what his schedule is going to look like. We don't know where he's going to be at. We don't know if they are going to take into consideration his 20% disability. That is at the fault of the company. Right now, they're trying to say that he doesn't have any, but he has turned in his paperwork to prove that he does. And so he's literally waiting to hear back from HR. It may come down to them telling him he doesn't have a job. We're praying that's not the case, but if it is, we will be seeking a lawyer because his disability is on the company's negligence and he is under 100% lifetime care through the company with any fallbacks that come from that injury or disability. So anyway, we're just praying that they find a fit for him. And that doesn't become the case. That is not something that we want to welcome here in the Joyful House as an avenue to have to go down. But we will go where we need to go. Saturday, we got to spend the day with my parents. And let me just back up a little bit. After the endocrinologist appointment, we went to Michael's and I was able to use my reward points to get some fabric to try and make a slip under that toddler crochet dress that you've seen me working on. So that was fun and exciting. And I did pick up 4 skeins of yarn and a hunter green white variegation for a baby outfit that I am kind of thinking that I want to try and make. And so excited about that. And I did get commissioned by Dawn P. She said it was okay for me to share to make a baby outfit set. So I'm currently working on that at the moment and trying to make progress on that. I'm currently working on baby pants, and I was at a point that I needed to close up a star stitch, but because of what I just did, I pulled it out. But let me pull the yarn so I don't lose my spot. And so I'm just about at the point of needing to, let me show you this side since the row is complete. I haven't quite finished the row on this side, so it looks funny. But I'm about at the point where I'm going to start making the little legs on it. But oh my gosh, it's so tiny. It's so cute. But love the star stitch. I've always loved the star stitch. So, but this is a crochet for baby pattern that I am currently using. This is not my own pattern. That is a crochet for baby pattern. So we'll give her credit where credit is due. Sarah, I believe, is her name. But anyway, and then we went to La Fogata's for lunch. That was really cool. Always love eating Mexican food. And of course, I can't ever finish it. So I had that for dinner Friday night. But anyway, then Saturday, like I said, we went and spent the day with my parents and had a lot of fun there. And then came home and hung out together. And it was a blast. We were supposed to spend the day with Jonathan, but Jonathan had an opportunity to make some money helping someone with a side job. And oh my gosh, definitely. The man just became a homeowner, a very brand new homeowner at the age of 28. So definitely go make some extra money. But so hoping to spend some time with him next week and see his new house, although we were very grateful for the surprise visit Tuesday and not so sure that he may not stop in sometime this week as well. So, because we've got an ice chest freezer that we're going to give him. So he may come by and pick that up. And so always love seeing the kiddos. But then yesterday it was kind of a very lazy, quiet day. And I got started on the baby pants and played bingo over at Connie's house and had fun there. And of course we did Reel It In Sunday for our second Sunday in a row, and love spending that time with those of you that want to come and be a part of that. I thank you guys for giving me opportunities to do and expand more things here on the channel. And I, honestly would never have thought of, having something separate outside of our Real Delight on Friday night movies on more of the Christian line without the suggestion from you guys. So thank you for that. And then after that, just kind of hung out at Mishy's house a little bit, and yeah, just had a very easy Sunday. What does the song goes? Easy on a Sunday morning or something like that. Just had it all day long. It was raining here. The temperatures are dropping. It's a little bit cooler, but not too bad. It's perfect weather for me. It's like in the low 70s, and I love that. Fall's my favorite time of the year. So this is the time I'm just lavishing in the weather. So a really great week. Now, before we go on to chasing our fun for this week, I want to share something that has been shared with me, and I've been given permission to share with you guys, and that is Sonja and her family chasing their fun and horse riding. So I would like to share those pictures with you now. So if you will, sit back and enjoy Sonja and her family chasing their fun. I hope you enjoyed that. And I have one more thing to share with you to wrap up last week. Saturday night, coming home from we'd come home from my parents, and we had gone and picked up Trayvon and taken him to work, and we were coming back from that. All of a sudden, we were going through the intersection right before our neighborhood, and just lights just started lighting up the sky. So I have some fireworks in the middle of October for you to enjoy. So happy firework time. Let's go chase our fun with some fireworks. Well, I hope you enjoyed those fireworks. And if you're ready, it is time to chase our fun for this week. So let's go chase our fun. All right, so let's chase our fun this week. Last week, we were challenged to be an amateur at saying, I forgive you. And I hope that if you had a situation or opportunity to do that, that you did. And I did have one, but I think that these are moments of personal times between us individually. So I am not going to elaborate on the person that I reached out to. In my case, I'm sure that there's someone I need to apologize to, but at the current moment, I don't have a recollection of who that person could be. But in my situation, it was a situation where I did have to reach out to someone and say that I forgive them for something. And so moving forward to this week, Annie wants us to be an amateur at endings. 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 What does that mean? Let's find out. All right. Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end. Annie says, I adamantly, defiantly, sometimes embarrassingly hate endings. I dislike it when the World Cup ends. I don't like it when a good book ends. I don't like when a relationship ends. And sometimes I go ahead and start looking forward to the next thing just to avoid all the feelings I have around the ending of a current thing. I'm no professional at grieving or letting go or facing endings, but honestly, none of us are. We're all amateurs at loving and losing because each circumstance and situation is different. Every relationship that ends is different from the one before. Every friendship that falls apart pings unique spots of pain. And when a person you know and love dies, the loss is unlike any other loss you've experienced. In a way that people cannot see, there is this unique grief that comes from losing dreams that will never be fulfilled, or jobs that you weren't hired to do, or homes that are no longer yours. There are losses and endings that no one else sees. Grieving that is so deeply private that while the rest of your life could look right in space and place, you know something profound is missing. This is true for everyone, every one of us. While we are all amateurs, we are not that different from our neighbor or friend or family member or even our arch nemesis. We all are very new to grief and pain every time, and we all know it. But we also know the release of a laugh and the freedom of a smile in a heartbreaking moment. We know that there can be joy in grief, that there is magic, that's the magic trick here. That's the piece that you have to search for and find and give to your people. Every time you provide a smile amid tears, every time you have cookies delivered to a teenager at the hospital just because you know she loves warm cookies, every time you think of that one little fun thing that makes someone else's day better, the people you are serving with your fun are getting a glimpse of the hope and the peace and the joy and the promise that was once expressed and lived and loved in the Garden of Eden. So, are you ready to chase your fun this week? Are you ready to find out what awaits for you? I am. So I hope you have a great week. But before we go, let's find out what Annie is going to challenge us with at being amateurs at endings. Okay, our challenge is look for the chance to sensitively and caringly bring a little bit of fun to someone who's dealing with an ending or grieving a loss. So that is our challenge for this week. Before we head out, I do have something that I want to share. Some of my devotionals lately have just been so spot on for me. It's what I've needed to hear from God and feel His love and know that my life has meaning and purpose, even amidst all the things that are going on, all the struggles that I deal with. And these just hit so close to home. These are two from last week, and I just want to share because I want you to experience the love and the joy that I truly felt as I read these words and as I heard them come off the page and fill my heart and my life. I truly felt the arms of God wrapped around me. And even though they're in a devotional, I pray that for those that, this is not your cup of tea, I pray that you'll continue to listen because we're all human beings who are trying to live this hard journey of life and do it together. And I think that this would be encouraging for you to hear. First off, we live an epic story. Our life, each of us individually, our life story is an epic story. Ephesians 1:5 says, God decided in advance to adopt us into His own family by bringing us to Himself through Jesus Christ. This is what He wanted to do, and it gave Him great pleasure. The story of your life is a beautiful one that God is writing. The ups and downs and twists and turns all come together to reveal His goodness and His power to the world. You can see only parts of it now, but the author, God, sees it all and has great plans for you and for what is ahead. God is not only writing your story, He's also weaving it into His own epic story, the one where He proves that He is the one true God. He's telling His story of a great rescue, of loyal love and joy, of justice and power. And one day, no one will be able to deny that He is the God of life, of righteousness, and beauty. Every knee will bend to the good and great King. Each day you live, you're contributing to this all-important story. You play a role. Isn't that amazing? You are an instrument in a band, a thread in the tapestry, a line in the poem. It's an unbelievable privilege, and He's had it in mind for you all along. Even before He made the world, God loved us and chose us in Christ. That comes from Ephesians 1:4. He made you part of His story and part of His purpose. And with every act of love and with your very being, you are helping underscore the main thing, and that is God is our King and He is love. Yesterday's devotion also really stood out to me for Sunday, and it's called Use All That You've Endured. Every single one of us, we have something heavy to bear. We all have burdens. We all have things and trials that we go through. There's not one of us that walks this earth that is not going through something. Some of us may be carrying heavier things, but we're all going through something. And I love this. It says, use all that you've endured. Don't waste your pain. Use it to help others. And that's by a man named Rick Warren, who is the author of The Purpose-Driven Life. Great Bible study, by the way. A girl who struggled with a learning disorder grew up to do work that mattered to her deeply, running a program for kids with the same problem that she had. A boy who watched his brother be strengthened through multiple surgeries on his legs became an orthopedic surgeon. A woman with childhood traumas became a counselor to help other people heal from their own traumas. Our pains and our struggles can become instrumental in our development and prepare us for unique life purposes. God makes our broken places a fertile ground for growth. He doesn't let the hard parts of our life go to waste. He uses them to prepare us for extraordinary works. You have your own unique story that is unlike anyone else's. You have endured much. What have your struggles and your pains made you care about? What insights and abilities have you gained? How could they be related to your unique life purpose? Ask God to reveal how He's been working in you and where you can go with it. It'll help bring understanding and clarity of what you're going through and why you're going through it. Why you are the one that has been chosen to go through this particular incident in time. Use all that you've gained through your suffering to live in wisdom and bless others. You guys, I hope you have an amazing week. I hope that you never doubt who you are and that you are a valuable asset to this world. This life, this world needs you and everything about you. You have been uniquely made. You are a handiwork of God's design. So live your epic story this week as you chase and be an amateur at endings. Live your epic story. Be proud of your epic story. And find a way to use the battles that you have faced, the battles that you have conquered, and the battles that you're going through now to help out someone else. Remember to hug yourself daily. And you might just find along the way you get to hug someone else, which in turns is them hugging you back. Chase your fun, my friends. Be joyful. Stay crafty in your own way. Make your own joyful creations and be the joy in everything that you do. And yes, chase your fun and remember to hug yourself daily. You are worth every bit of oxygen that each and every one of your breaths take in. I love you, and I cannot wait to come play on the playground with you again in our next video. Until then, you guys, nugs and joy. I love you. Mwah. Have a great week.